Hey people, Kate Slink here, how we doing? So today we're going to be looking at the big man himself, Morty or Mortarion as you want to call him. Now in the 40k world tabletop, this guy is a beast anyway, so it was under no kind of surprise that he's going to be good as a guild boss, and he is a bit of a brute. So we're going to be looking at the team that I'm using. We'll have a quick look through some of his skills now. Before we do that though, so as I said, this guy is an absolute beast. There's not many kind of like set characters that are going to be good against him. I'm still, a lot of people are kind of like testing the ways. So we've got to look first at Contaminator. So at the beginning of his turn, all adjacent enemies take some damage. This is at epic level, plus each hit also deals extra damage to 15 or 20 of the unit's max health, and summons take double damage. So summons are going to stand no chance of this. You're going to be kind of, if you Artimatos, I mean, then bloodletters are really going to get like double damage, and it could be up to like 1,600 odd. So it's going to be really tough to keep summons alive on this guy. So you're going to need someone with got good health and a bit of either good health and melee, or good health and shooting at a distance. So we've got the host of plagues. So whenever a non-mechanical enemy dies, there's 10% chance of a poxwalker. I touch wood, I haven't had that yet. 10% chance is quite low, which is good. So let's hopefully keep it at that. Get my words out. Revoltingly resilient. When attacked, each hit after the first 3 hits in that same attack deals 50% less damage. So anything over 3 hits, do you know what I mean? You're just going to be kind of buffed on that, really, or nerfed, I should say. So yeah, you don't want to be getting anyone that's going to be hitting too many times. It's just going to be a waste of time. The Plague Wind. Now that does psychic damage to a target within 2 hexes, and enemies adjacent. Initial target takes 1 psychic damage. So again, this guy is just pure damage, even from a distance or right next to him. It's really tough going to get a good team against this guy. The Lantern, this is one thing I find quite annoying to get around. So he fills a 3x3 hex of some kind of like mist, and the units are suppressed, so they're getting -1 movement, if I remember rightly, and cannot overwatch. And so in that case, after that as well, if you're still in that the affected area, you're going to get some right energy damage. So as soon as he does that, I'm going to say, you want to get out of the way of that, because that's going to hit pretty hard. And then lastly is Reaping Scythe. So he just swings his attacks, does 7 times so much damage, chain damage, and he prefers to target psychers. So yeah, this guy is a beast. So we're going to quickly go through the video of the team that I've kind of used, and to show how okay they're doing. I've kind of zoomed in a bit. If you just quickly kick in there to the team. So just pause it there. So this is the team I'm using. Is Morgan Ra, Eldron, to obviously get some of the damage up. Got a Calgar there to give some more damage extra to whoever he can. Roswither's doing really well against this guy, and also Ulf, who is also doing really well. So we're just going to kick in there. The first turn, as most bosses, you've just got to try and get there. So I kind of just get as close as I can. Again, you really need to buff up your characters, especially at this kind of level, because he's going to do some really serious damage. So there you go. There's that hex thing. What's it called now? The Lantern, I'm going to call it. So you can see I'm just going to get out of the way now. But he does kind of a bit like Gazgul. You kind of just got to step out of the way. But this time, if you're stuck in it, it kind of gives you a bit of a minus onto the movement. So I'm kind of moving out of the way there. I can get Eldron 2 hexes away, which is good. Get Ulf there ready, and also get Roswither there. So we can shoot off Roswither's Lantern damage, and that of course is good damage. That's 24,000, which is a decent hit. As that seems to do really well on Roswither's a skill, I'm going to say. Ulf again doing a good hit there. Eldron doing another nice hit, and then Morgan Ra doing his hit. So you can see there, great. Morgan, as he moved and went to use his skill, Ulf is right next to him, so again you're getting a free bonus hit there, which really does help. And now Ulf's took some damage. I really need to work on Ulf and get him some better armor, because he doesn't seem to last very long against this boss. But what he does do is when he's attacking the boss, he can do some really good damage and also do some surprisingly extra attack bonus when he does the skill. So there we go again, doing some other nice damage. Again, I'm unfortunately have to keep close to the melee, but you're going to have to take that kind of hit. Rise from a distance, and I'm just chucking in Calgar there as a last hit just to get some more. We've lost Ulf there. He took some damage to begin with, but before that he activated his skill, so we get like an extra hit in. So all in all, Ulf does pretty well there, but I do think you're going to have to work on kind of getting him kind of really built up with some health and armor, because he is going to be close to him, so he's going to take more damage, but the damage Ulf can do against him is pretty decent. And again, now what I'm just kind of doing now is just kind of keeping out of the way. Roswither again, unfortunately, took the brunt of that just purely because she's right next to him. But again, you're going to have to get some really good hits in. And now I'm just finishing off, getting as many hits as I can in the last couple of turns. Calgar's gone that time again because he was close. And I was going to finish off with Ra and Eldron. And that should just end it there. So 129,899, which is pretty decent to be fair. This team kind of works well together. Just purely for getting the hard hits in before they get killed. And also Ras is pretty good from a distance because you're going to be getting that hits in while others are taking the hits for you. So I think you're going to need a bit of a half kind of team here. As I've always said with most bosses, it all depends on what roster you've got. But I do think if we look at some other characters who could do well, Shosil is one that I've heard can do pretty well from a distance. So if you've got Shosil, great, he should do pretty good against this boss. Again, you're going to need someone that can be up front kind of taking the damage, just like a tank. Really, someone with really big built armor and then get a couple of shooters in the distance. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Like I say, I use Ulf and Roswither. They seem pretty good. I do think Jane Zar could be a half decent choice if you've got her. She could do alright. Calendis, he could do pretty good to be fair. If you've got him kind of ranked up and at a distance. Again, he can shoot pretty far, so I think he could do well if you've got him highly ranked up. Volk, I think Volk could do quite well. If you've got a decent Volk, he's another good character who could do quite well here. Morgan Val, I should say. Again, she could be another good one. She can actually take a good punch as well. So if you've got her highly ranked, she could do quite well. I don't think Bellator will be any good here. I just think it's just going to get obliterated by the summons. The same for Varro. Certus, yeah, if you've got him really a high level, he could do quite well also. So you've got a choice of quite a few. Again, it all depends on who's in your roster. But it'd be interesting to know what other people are using. Let me know in the comments below which kind of team you're using. Like I said, at the moment, it's still early days to get kind of that perfect team. But I do think it's going to be a mixture of you need some tanks up front to kind of take the brunt. And then some kind of really heavy shooters behind. But also if you've got some support like Calgar, Eldron, it's going to be a good shout. Efana, if you've got a really good Efana. Also could be a good shout. I do think High Marshal, I want to get him kind of ranked up. I think he could be another great shout as well in this. So yeah, there's a few to pick from. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, let me know in the comments below which team you're using. But there you are, that's the team I'm using at the moment until I can find someone quite better. So let me know what you're getting on. Hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out some other videos and also hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Take care, bye bye.